Ah, welcome everybody to How to Not Take on Other People's Energies. My name is Macaya Miracle, and I'm here with the lovely co-creator of Accelerated Light Healing, Vandana Achara Aura.
Hey everybody. Yay, we're so happy to play with you tonight. Thanks for coming out. So let's talk a little bit, shall we? Let's talk about what it means officially or unofficially to be an empath or a star seed or an energetically sensitive soul. I mean, what's good about that? What's awesome about that? And how can we pretty much like use these special gifts and avatar abilities to enhance our lives and to, you know, really attract abundance, love, amazing, phenomenal relationships, and just have a lot more fun on this planet. So tonight, I think that we can really focus on that and, you know, make you feel good about yourself and your gifts and how you can easily and effortlessly really express your authentic true nature, like really who you are and why you're here, and clear any fear that might come up for you as you sort of come out of the spiritual closet and, you know, just be who you are and really show up and be of service. So that's why we really were looking into and feeling into, you know, what do people really need? What would really rock their world, their reality? Like, how can people use these tools, these quantum healing tools, to transform their entire realities really fast and really easy and really very, very efficiently? And we decided that, you know, it's time for something really simple and easy that everyone can use to heal themselves and to shift and unlock all the stress and the trauma from the past and basically all the false beliefs about who we really thought we were, like our true identity. So this is a time, right? We're moving into 2018. We did all the purging and all the releasing and all the letting go and the clearing, and now it's time to do the cleanup. You know, we're kind of like in the cleanup phase, and this is the fun part. We get to sort of like rebuild a new, very strong, solid platform and foundation so we can really feel like we have that loving protection and that support system and the connection, the divine connection with all of creation. So this is the fun part. So just welcome to the fun part of your life.
Yeah. And part of that fun is, you know, feeling good in your body. And I know a lot of you are here because you are aware of other people's energies, either their emotions or their sicknesses or illnesses or pain in their body, to a degree that is hindering you, to a degree that's hurting you, limiting you, making you not want to go outside or be around people. And that is not a very fun way to live. I know Vonda and I have both experienced that, and it took a while to break that pattern, but we're here tonight to help you break that pattern. So it doesn't have to be an automatic thing anymore. So you can feel amazing in your body, be able to be around people, allow them to keep their shit, and allow yourself to maintain your own energy so you can keep raising it to that higher level of ever-expanding bliss in every moment.
Yeah, and we understand because we're empaths too. And so, you know, it's like we just want it to be easier for you to like go outside and play and be in nature and breathe fresh air and drink fresh water and just like feel grounded and a part of, you know, everything. You know, there are so many amazing energies on the planet, but things are really intensifying. There's just like a lot of accelerated shifts, and we want you to feel safe and secure, supported, guided, you know, and that's why we're here again, to accelerate your own internal light and to just feel more empowered and more inspired by what you always have a choice of creating or not creating. So we don't want you to feel like you have to hide from people's energies or be in fear of energies that we perceive as scary or negative or 3D, like, oh, that's a low vibrational person. That person's energy is really weird and funky. And like, we don't want you to feel like you have to disengage from life. We want you to feel like you could just float through life, just walk down the streets of any crazy, chaotic, busy city, wherever there's a lot of different types of energies, and feel good in your body, like Macaya was saying. Like, feel like just allowing everything to kind of wash over and through you instead of having all these energies just sticking all over your body, because that could feel really uncomfortable, right? So we want you to feel comfortable in your own uncomfortability. And that just can be a temporary shift, you know, and that's why we have these amazing sacred source codes that will quickly allow you to get out of your mind's way, out of your own way, as they say, so that you can really live in the Maya ninth wave frequency of living from your open, loving, compassionate heart space, which is just about peace and ease and acceptance, just about receiving everything just as it is, loving everything that is, everything that arises, just recognizing instantly, oh, wow, that is actually a gift. That's such a blessing. Like, you know, the way that we're conditioned is, oh, this is right, this is wrong, this is good, bad. But we want to get you into the path. We want to get you on to the path of neutrality, which is really the easiest path to be on, you know, and because this is a time of the quickening, things are moving pretty quickly. So we want to get you on that path right away.
Totally. And that's really the key, Ivana has said, is not having any judgment about these things. If somebody's experiencing a emotion that you may consider to be lower, or they're experiencing pain or sickness in your body, in their body, if you have any judgments on that, like that's bad or wrong or mean, awful, or vicious, those are the sticking points where they're going to stick to your energy field and stick in your body, because that's the density you're holding on to. So what we want to do is help you break free of those patterns of judgment of those things that right now you consider to be lower, to help you be able to allow those energies to wash through you like you're a cloud, like you're air. They just go right through you. They don't stick to you because there's nothing for them to stick to, that density. And we're going to talk about how to do that in a moment. But what I'd like to do is, because I know there's a lot of new people joining us today, I'd just like to share a little bit about what Vaughn and I do. We are the creators of a system of healing called Accelerated Light Healing, which we channeled a little over 5 years ago. And Accelerated Light Healing is super advanced energy healing for both beginners and advanced people. Like, we were on the phone one night and we're like, we need this. We're getting really great results with people, but we need it to be quicker, easier, and way more effective. And we built that energy up and brought it in. Ever since, we've been channeling more tools and techniques to help you change whatever's not working for you. So what Accelerated Light Healing is it's really 3 parts. The intuitive counseling is the first part, where we have tools to clear out limiting beliefs and stuck, painful, heavy, dense emotions like that. And we're going to teach you how to do that yourself in just a few moments here. We also have tools to create the energy, whatever it is you'd like to have in and as your life, so you can bring it in really fast. Second component of Accelerated Light Healing is the energy healing, which we've been running on you since before the live stream started. We'll continue throughout the entire live stream. When we get to the third part of Accelerated Light Healing, which is the energetic activations, the healing energies are going to ramp up really high, and you're probably going to bliss out, and you might fall asleep, but you're not actually falling asleep. It's just that the energies are so high that the only way for your body to receive them is for your body to turn your mind off, so you can just receive all of them fully. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do is just share the clearing tool with you briefly, because I'd really like to clear out some of those places where you are judging those things that you might be considering lower, because it's not that they're better or worse, they just are. If you look at your walls and, what color is your wall right now? My wall is the color blue, bluish gray. Is that bad? No, it's just the color. It just is. And if you can get to the place where everything in all of infinite consciousness just is, nothing can stick you, nothing can harm you. You are at total choice in every moment. Let's talk about the clearing tool. The clearing tool is called Rich. It stands for Release, Integrate, Clear, and Harmonize. So what we're doing is releasing and clearing all the heavy, dense, stuck energies, the thoughts, feelings, emotions, lies, stories, limitations, judgments, and conclusions. Releasing and clearing them from your physical body, releasing and clearing them from your energy bodies. Boom. You're gone. And you're no longer affected by them. And the I stands for integrate. So we're integrating in parts and pieces of you either pushed away, denied, that you lost, or that flew away whenever you experienced trauma this lifetime or any other lifetime of reality. We're bringing back those parts of you, integrating them into now, so you have access to more of you. And shamans call that soul retrieval. And we do have longer soul retrieval processes than accelerated light healing, but this is a quick way to bring those soul parts back really fast and really easy. Other part of integrate is integrating the awarenesses you may have been unwilling to be aware of whenever you experience trauma this lifetime or any other lifetime reality. Because you are an infinite being. And as an infinite being, you're infinitely aware of everything past, present, and future. Except if you were willing to be that aware, you probably wouldn't step into a traumatic situation knowingly. Probably wouldn't get in your car and drive to the grocery store if you knew you were going to get in a car accident. Why does that happen? Well, infinite consciousness is infinitely expanded. And you as an infinite being are infinitely expanding, except when you are infinitely expanding, you're infinitely expanding, infinitely expanding, infinitely expanding, infinitely expanding, you come up against this wall. But infinite consciousness is still infinitely expanding and trying to pull you with it by showing you that this wall is just an illusion that you created. And it's created by your limiting beliefs and your unexpressed emotion. And so the first time that infinite consciousness tries to get your attention, it's just going to be a little like brush on the face, like, hey, you should get this. This isn't real. You can let it go. And the next time it's going to be a little tap, like, hey, you should really get this. You can get this. You can let it go. So it's going to be a slap, and that's going to be a punch, and it's going to keep getting more and more and more intense with showing up as resistance in your life until you either choose to get it, or you choose to not get it and you die, and then you have to come back here to the earth plane and then relearn everything again and then get it, which I'm sure if you're on this call, that's something you probably don't want to do. So the other part of the integrated function is to integrate those awarenesses you're unwilling to be aware of, so you don't have to keep repeating the patterns of your life over and over and over again. You just get them instantaneously. And the H stands for harmonize. So we're harmonizing all the energetic body, the physical body, to vibrate at that new higher level instantly and effortlessly. You don't need to have a healing crisis. You don't need to get sick after healing. You don't have to take the time it takes, that they say it takes, for your physical body to catch up to that new higher vibration of energy. You just instantly get there with the harmonized function. And this is how it works. So, everywhere you've decided people's suffering or pain or emotions are wrong, and everywhere you've tried to take any of those on to help them, Rich.
While you're releasing all those energies that don't actually belong to you, never did and never will, just breathe in this beautiful illumined light from above you and also the light from below you. So really just open up and expand, unzip the armor, just drop everything. Just really let go with this sigh of surrender and just notice what you're noticing. Notice the sensations. We want to get you into that space that's very neutral, that's very quiet, that's very still. So just become aware without feeling like you need to label what you're feeling at all, because there are no good or bad feelings. And notice which chakra is most affected, which energy center feels a little bit offline or disjointed, disconnected from the others. And just breathe into it. Just merge into all of that. all the feelings, all the energies, and all the emotions, because most of them aren't even yours. As an empath, you take it on. And it's all done very unconsciously. So what we're doing with these tools is we're actually bringing you back to your present moment. So you're out of the past future mind. You're not in regret of the past. You're not thinking or obsessing or worrying in your head about what already happened, right? And you're not also in fear of the future. So you're just in the now. And this is where we want you to always be and live from your heart, not your head. And that's why these tools are so amazing and so potent, because they'll automatically override all of those false beliefs, ideas, stories, and all the assumptions that you made about life that were probably never even true, that were just really limiting you and keeping you very stuck. So just breathe in the light. You know, we're working with very high vibrational frequencies that are from the suns, from the moons, from the stars. They're very celestial. They're very angelic. We work with a lot of archangels and archaeas. So you're also receiving healing energies that will rebalance your divine feminine and masculine true nature. So there's a lot of healing already taking place that's happening for you and through you. So this is so easy. You don't have to do a thing except be willing to say, yes, yes, I receive this. I'm ready for something different and amazing to show up in my life, as if by magic, because we're all divine alchemists. We're magical co-creators and we're infinite beings. So just wanted to add that in so everyone understands that we're like sponges, you know, and we're like cosmic sponges too. So you could be receiving energies from someone off planet, you know, or maybe from your home planet or star system as a star seed, or maybe someone that lives hundreds of thousands of miles away from you, from the collective in general. There's so much intensity going on the planet during this great shift. This is a time of quickening, so everything just feels even more magnified. We want you to feel very aware, multidimensionally, and just kind of slow down. Be in your heart. It's so much easier because that's where your intuitive guidance system actually lies. It's a lot smarter and emotionally intelligent than your head is. So please continue, Macaya. Thank you.
Yay. So,
does that all make sense? If you want to chat it in, like, oh yeah, I get it. Oh yeah, totally. You know, that would be cool.
Yay.
It'll start to make more and more sense, and you'll start to gain confidence. And as the more you practice this for yourself, you know, you could even do it with your pets, because I know someone on the line has a beautiful dog and cat. So you can even run clearings on them too. And even kids can do it. Like, this is for people of all ages. So anyone can run these clearings. We want you to feel empowered that you have what it takes to heal yourself. That you don't want to fall into any more codependent relationships where there's like an enabler and a rescuer, and you have to depend on somebody else to make you feel okay. That's what this is really all about, actually. Okay.
So what do you do when you feel crappy? What do you do when you feel like you've taken on other people's stuff? Like maybe you go home for a family dinner. It seems like the holidays might be coming up soon, and a lot of times people are like, I went home to see my family and I went back to my house and I felt like crap afterwards. Well, if you're unconsciously taking on other people's stuff, you're going to feel crappy. And so what do you do about it? Well, it's really super, super, super simple. All you have to do when you realize that you've taken on somebody's stuff, or even think you might have taken on their stuff, whether it's physical pain, emotions, energy, sluggishness, tiredness, all the above and more. If you feel like you've taken on somebody else's stuff, all you have to do is ask, is this mine or is this someone else's? And whichever one of those is lighter is what is actually true. If you say, is it mine, and it feels lighter, then that's true. If it feels heavier, then it's not true. If you say, is this someone else's, and it feels lighter, then that's true. If it feels heavier, then it's not true. But it will usually feel lighter when it's someone else's, because most of the stuff that you feel and think is actually someone else's. But here's the awesome part. Whether it's yours or whether it's someone else's, the next step is the same, and it's super simple. All you have to do is say everything that is rich. So here's the complete command. Is this mine or is this someone else's? Everything, all that is rich. And when you do that, that energy goes back to wherever it originated. Probably not with the person that you took it on from, but wherever it originated, so it can be healed from the root cause. So it actually generally heals from the person you took it on from and whoever they took it on from, all the way back wherever it originated. Is this mine or is this someone else's? Everything that is rich.
And I'm sure everybody can relate to exactly what we're saying tonight. It does make sense because it is so relatable. It's like we all experience this to some degree or another, depending on how open and how sensitive you are. So you know how it is, like you wake up in the morning and you're feeling like amazing for no particular reason, just because you can and because it's fun, and we have this is our divine birthright to feel good and joyful no matter what's happening around us. And then all of a sudden you go outside and it's like, oh, you know, somebody bumps into you in the street, you get on a crowded subway, especially here living in New York City, happens all the time. Actually, it happened to me just last night, you know, and I didn't even realize it because I just let everything just pass over and through me, you know, good, bad, right, wrong, whatever it is. It's just like, it goes through me. I don't let anything stick to me. But one of my friends that I was with last night was also an empath. And she was saying, oh my God, that woman, she's following us. She just like, she got right in front of me on purpose. I said, no, she just wanted a seat. I think she just wanted a seat. And so in order to get her seat, she just kind of pushed, you know, and brushed against us. So I just said, wow, you know, everything that is rich. I came home, I had to clear myself just a couple of times and it was gone. You know, you could also add in some sage and smudge yourself or whatever it is, you know, pray to a higher power, call in Archangel Michael. You don't have to, it's not required, but this is going to clear. Like, because maybe in some other lifetime, you actually had something with this person. Do you know what I mean? So there's also like Ho'oponopono, which is like a forgiveness mantra. Like, you know, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me. That's also something that you could always add to this, but it's really not required because once you say that sacred source code rich, it's embedded, each letter is embedded with a very different high vibrational frequency. So it's like you're busting the codes, you're breaking the master code of, you know, being affected by everyone and everything on this planet. You know, so it's like everything is just like opening, unlocking, and expanding for you. It's like unraveling all the tension and trauma that you've been pulling into your body from the entire planet and beyond. So that's all you have to do is like what Macaya just said. Wow, you know what? Is this mine or somebody else's? You know, because I was feeling really, really good before I saw this person and before I got in this crowded like subway car. And then you just release it. And we do this all the time, not knowing it. But the thing is, we're not aware that we do. And with an empath, especially right now with all the frequencies and the shift from 3D to 5D, a lot of us are taking on and blaming ourselves for what's going on around us, you know, or we don't understand how we absorb all this information constantly. And it can feel very overwhelming and overstimulating when we're so empathic. And we have the best of intentions, right? We want to take the pain, you know, from other people's bodies. You know, maybe we were shamans in other lifetimes and this is what we did and this is what we are good at. But you really don't have to do that anymore because it's like, it's not your job, really. Your job is to love yourself in each and every moment, to be kind, to take care of yourself and your beautiful body, and to be of service and to show up on this planet with your beautiful gifts. And if you're like feeling overwhelmed and stuffing and suppressing, absorbing like a sponge, everyone's energies around you, then it's going to be really, really hard to have the energy to create something amazing in this world, to be the greatest contribution this world has ever seen. So everywhere you've done that, unlock it from wherever you've stored it and stuffed it, and everything that is. Breathe into it, merge into the feelings. You don't want to resist it or force it, like, get out of my body, get out of my body. You want to just say, okay, nice. Let's just expand and reverse the flow of that energy. Instead of contracting, we're going to just release and expand in the outward direction, or up or down. But you don't want to hold on to all that heavy density. This is a time of light and oneness, not density and duality. We're done with that. So if you agree with that, just chat that in the box. So Rich, and now, did we talk about race?
Yeah. So
okay.
Once you clear stuff out with Rich, you have a lot more space in your body, your energy, in your life. And then you can create your life and also ask what you would like to have in and as your life. We have a tool for that called RACE. RACE stands for radiate and receive, activate and align, create and expand. So what we are doing with that is creating the energy of whatever it is you're asking for. We're creating you as the energy of whatever it is you're asking for. So you vibrate that energy all the time, which brings it into your life really quickly. And the R stands for radiate and receive. So we're radiating that energy out from our beings, opening our physical bodies, and our energy bodies, to receiving whatever it is that we're asking for. A stands for activate and align. So we're activating all the people, places, things, situations, and energetic pathways that would allow whatever it is you're asking for come into physical manifestation quickly, easily, and a lot of times instantaneously. Then the E stands for expand. So we're expanding the energy all the way out to infinite consciousness. So every being and every molecule in infinite consciousness will contribute to you having whatever it is that you're asking for. This is how it works. Vandana, why don't you give us an example here?
So everywhere you can remember what it felt like when you didn't take on the weight of the world and the burdens of others on your shoulders, and you were just really present in the moment. Maybe you were a child playing outside, riding your bike, rolling down a hill, gazing up at the stars or the sun or the clouds, and you were just really in the moment, really present, and really just being instead of doing. And you really felt amazing, like you were just really present. So everything that feeling is, just breathe that in and merge with that. Inhale it in, that memory, because it's still in your cells, it's in your DNA, it's in your consciousness. You could still remember it. See if you can just plug into that memory, pull it into your bodies, pull it in you, through you, and all around your field. So everywhere you would like to feel good again, because you once felt good and you'd like to re-experience this feeling because it is your divine birthright. So everything, smiling, being happy, singing, dancing, riding, playing, whatever it is that you do that makes you feel joyful, everything that is about receiving it and feeling worthy of really embodying that high vibrational frequency. Everything, all that is and more, race. And feel it just really re-entering through the top of your head, and maybe it's rising up from Gaia and from the masters of Shambhala, from the inner hollow earth. Really pull up all those energies to feel that, to really ground it into your body, to feel safe again in your body, not hovering around it. We want you to feel those sensations of ease, of joy, of pleasure. Right? That's why we have a physical body. And you can also ask your higher self to come in, your soul presence, your soul bodies, and rejoin your physical body. because you are your own body's spirit guide. We're all spirit in physical form. So you can ask your higher self to help you. And ask yourself the greatest aspect of you, the wisest, most ancient part of your soul. What would it be like, look like, feel like, sound like, taste like, to use all of your senses to really experience joy, excitement, pleasure, ecstasy, bliss, everything that is race. I'm ready to place my order now. And let's ask Creator, Creatrix of all that is, of all the blessings that are always available in the universe, the multiverse, right? Let's ask Creatrix to show us, like, teach me, help me remember what that felt like so I could re-experience that again. So I can create something new with this body, with my gifts, as we all ascend together. So just keep asking those questions, because then you'll receive the insights that are only available in higher dimensions, right? So we are directly connecting you and plugging you into a higher power source, a higher octave of consciousness, which is 5D and beyond. So in order to get there, you have to be willing to unplug from the 3D matrix, all those structures of bondage and enslavement, limitation, stress, worry, fear, doubt, so that you can plug into that space of presence. Really feel and embody the essence of your presence all the time, because this is our natural state of being and wholeness. So that's what race is. You know, we can clear and enrich a lot of things, and that's wonderful. But unless we're really willing on all levels and layers of our being to receive everything we've been wishing for, hoping for, desiring for, unless we're actually willing to say, whoa, what if I won that lotto? Would I really feel worthy of receiving that? And so it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I don't think I'm really there yet. Let me enrich that. Let me enrich all those patterns and programs and lies and stories, and ask myself, who would I be without these stories? Everything that wouldn't allow me to see who I really am, rich. And everywhere I'm willing to be who I really am and love myself free of the past, race. And then, abracadabra, it's reality reset. That's the final step in this quantum healing process. It's all about quick and easy transformation. So, and once you say reality reset, it's done. It's a done deal. So be it, so it is. It's like it's done in all the timelines and lifetimes and dimensions, in between dimensions and realities. So this is all cleared on a cellular level, really on a soul level, because we are including, consciousness includes everything, doesn't exclude anything. So how does it get easier? I mean, it's like so amazing, you know, to just go through this process. It literally only takes about 5 minutes to run all 3 processes. So really have fun with it and practice it. But because this class is really focusing on helping people who are so empathic and so sensitive and so open. I mean, there's lots of other tools we'll teach you, of course, but today we wanted to keep it really, really simple, because the universe we live in is based on simplicity. It's an elegant universe. It's not complicated. And if you have to take like 5 or 10 or 20 years to learn and process and understand with your head this information, and it's not making sense and you can't relate to it and it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you, because the universe is simple and elegant. It's fluid. And we want to get back with the universe. We want to co-partner with the universe, right? And so it should be a lot easier than we've ever been told. That's why we have these tools that are so life-changing.
Yeah.
Yay. Cool.
So let's talk about the origins of, I'm going to call it over-empathy, because empathy in and of itself isn't bad, but over-empathy, where it's burdening your life, hurting your body, making you feel tired, heavy, dense, pain, taking on pain and illness, and creating it your own, that is not the function of empathy. But why does that happen? Well, many a lot of years ago, a long time ago, you were probably studying in some sort of spiritual retreat, probably under the Buddhist order, where they said, hey, here is something that is very noble. You have this amazing ability to transmute energy, transmute suffering and pain into love or neutrality. And so it would be really noble for you to take a vow saying that you're going to take on all the pain and suffering of humanity and never become enlightened until all of the pain and suffering of humanity is transmuted, so they can all become enlightened, and then you'll become enlightened. And that is the pattern of the Bodhisattva. Well, in theory, that is a very noble cause, except it doesn't work. If you take on somebody's pain and suffering and transmute it, that's fine, it's gone for the moment, but unless they choose to change the underlying causes that made them create that pain and suffering, they're just going to recreate it, and you wasted your time, and you took on their energy, and you used your energy to transmute all that stuff, and it was just a total waste of time and energy. And so that became an unconscious pattern if that's something, if you took a vow to be a Bodhisattva. Now, on a higher galactic level, the Bodhisattva is just a step down of a galactic program called Universal Surrogate, where they did the same thing. They're like, you're an amazing infinite being, you have this amazing ability to transmute energy, you should go down to all these planets and star systems and transmute all their suffering by taking it on into your body and transmuting it, and then everybody's going to become infinite and remember their infinite nature. And you said, yes, that sounds amazing, I can do that. But they were trying to fool you. They were trying to mess with you because they knew if you were distracted by a program that doesn't work and makes you suffer, that they could always control you. So, and that's called being a universal surrogate. So would you like to clear any oaths or vows you have to being a bodhisattva or a universal surrogate in all your lifetime? I will take that as a yes. Yeah. All the contracts, oaths, vows, swearings, promises, commitments, or agreements that you have to be a bodhisattva or a universal surrogate in all lifetimes and realities, including this one, cancel, clear, and rich.
And just feel the energies moving, releasing, and discharging. Because what rich does is it dismantles and dissolves all the density and debris. So that you're going to have a lot, yes, you're going to have a lot more energy and a lot more space, really infinite space. We say infinity times infinity, because that's how much space you're going to have to create, to reset your entire reality so that you can live on your highest soul ascension timeline that's perfect and best for you, based on who you are now, not who you were 1,000 years ago. So it's resolving all the unresolved trauma that some people actually carry over. It's called a bleed through from past lives into this life. You know, any unfulfilled soul contracts or sacred vows, marriage vows, poverty vows, celibacy vows, chastity vows, vows of suffering, vows of silence. I could go on and on. You know, I teach this. But it's like, okay, so what do you do next? Well, we get to rewrite our soul destiny. We have the right as spirits in physical form to amend and to edit those vows, to renegotiate, say, you know what, hey, this old vow, it's hurting me, it's not healing, it's hurting me, it feels like it's cutting off my flow, my life force, my prana. and I'd like to expand my life. So I would like to choose something different. And that's when you start working with race. Okay, what would I like to draw to me to instantly attract? Because the higher my vibration goes, the more relaxed I am, the more, sort of happy and energized I feel, the better I take care of myself, the more I'm going to attract all the things that I've ever wanted. The more I love myself, the more people are going to love me, because everything is a vibrational match, right? So if you want to attract something, money, a new lover, a new job, a new home, you have to really just be the vibration to be a complement to that energy. And everything is just energy. So when you're riching, you're just releasing all of the old, ancient, stuck and stagnant, blocked energies. So we're unlocking the blocked trauma energies, the echo identification wounds and trauma. That means the trauma that's in your lineage, right? The trauma that has been passed on to you ancestrally, that you inherited, that's actually in your cells, in your blood, in your DNA. You can change that. You don't have to just give up and say, oh, well, I tried. I guess it's my fate to not really, get married again, or not really live in my dream home. No, everything that is rich, everywhere you decided that rich, unlock it, spin it out, release it like a sonic volcano out through the top of your head. Release all that clutter and confusion, all the veils of misunderstandings and misinformation that you absorb from your parents, from their struggles, from their financial life. You don't have to take on or duplicate your parents or your family's stuff. No, everywhere you've done that, rich. Everywhere you're just like your mother, oh, rich, right? Everywhere, oh my God, I feel like I'm, really cold and aloof sometimes, just like, oh my God, my father was that way. Or my mother was, I don't want to have her body or her life, or, I don't want to suffer like she did. That's not really a redeeming quality. To suffer, do you want to continue suffering? It's not really a noble cause. So everywhere you thought it was, or you have some old app or BS belief system that's still running in the background, unconsciously controlling your life, all that is rich everywhere, all the trapdoors, all the stuck points, all the blind spots that you may have overlooked. Forgive yourself. Forgive and release yourself and each other and all the people and all the souls you've ever been with in all those lifetimes. You can rewrite your soul destiny with these tools. And it could be fast, it could be fun, and it could be totally easy and simple.
Yay. And just know that you don't have to remember what rich or race stands for. You just need to remember rich is for clearing and race is for creating. And it'll work.
Aw. So I'm just, Macaya, just having a look at the chat box. It's really encouraging. It's wonderful. People are really relating to the vows. And this could be any kind of group think or a cult or a secret society. It could be a nunnery or, any type of institution where you weren't actually allowed to think for yourself or have your own identity. So it's not just one type of vow. There are so many different vows. And especially a lot of healers and light workers did actually participate in those types of poverty vows, where if we were a spiritual being, we lived in a cave in the Himalayas somewhere, and we didn't have to have money during that lifetime or timeline, because we were taken care of by our tribe. We're living in a different world, obviously. So just money is just energy, whether it's Bitcoins or whether it's US currency or any other kind of currency, gold or silver or whatever. But back then, when we were just meditating all day and chanting, it was awesome. But, we didn't really need money. But we kind of do now, because if we really want to travel all over the world and really like be of service and really step up our game, it's just like, okay, well, we kind of need this for now. And that's also shifting, right? But for now, you know, abundance of everything, of all blessings and miraculous healing and divine intervention. That's what we're asking for, and that's what we are willing to receive. So everything that is, everything that looks like, feels like, and is like, race. So just set your intentions, especially the new year is like right around the corner, 2018. We've really come so far. So why stop now? Let's continue. What else should we talk about here? What does everyone need? What is everyone feeling? Please chat it in right now.
What you were just saying, Vandana, about receiving was really important, because when you take on other people's energy, you don't have as much space to receive. When you have that density in your field, you're not able to receive as much. When you're thinking thoughts that aren't yours, or have belief systems that aren't yours, your ability to receive is drastically reduced. So when you hear things go through your head like, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve this, just ask, is this mine or someone else's? And then rich it. If it's yours, rich it. If it's someone else's, rich it. Just rich it. Let it go. Be free. Because you do deserve to receive everything. You are everything. So how could you not deserve to receive everything? Keep that in mind.
Yeah. And what just came up for me, Macaya, is this amazing question that shifts everything for me. I always ask myself, because we're like 95% unconscious. That's what they say anyway. And so if we only are 5% conscious, and our lower brain, or like our limbic system, amygdala, right? The reptilian brain is kind of like still wanting to run the show, not because it wants to limit us or stress us out, because it actually thinks that it's protecting us and keeping us alive. So it's like a survival mechanism. So what if we can override that and not be in our heads when we ask for something new to show up for us? Like, for example, you don't know how to drive. You had like maybe you died in lots of car crashes in past lives. Or maybe you're traveling through your timeline in some other realities or galaxies, and you're like just still carrying that trauma in your field and in your body, in your cells. And then you're like, okay, I think I'm ready to get over that. Take my powers back. I'm ready. And then you go to sign up for like a driver's ed class. Like, I'm going to get my license. I'm going to at least get my permit. You pass the permit. You take the road test, so you start freezing. Why? Why is your body freezing? Why are you having this reaction? Because it's still living on in your cells, in your tissues, right? They say those issues in your tissues. So that's why we have these clearing tools also. But what I like to ask is, well, what if this time it could be different? Because I think it's something like 95% or higher of all the things that we're asking for. Basically, they just keep showing up because we're basing the present moment and looking ahead based on what happened yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 10 years ago, 20, 50, or thousands of lifetimes ago. And it keeps running, 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 and it's like following us. And it's like the more we try to push it away and hide from it and brush it off, like, no, this time it's going to be different. Sometimes that's not quite enough. So we have to run the clearing tools so that we can be present in the moment and be open to infinite magical possibilities showing up for us in each and every now moment.
All right, I think we lost Vandana there. Just give her a moment to jump back on. Okay. So
something happened with my. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Hi, Vandana. Now I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
You need to turn your video off and turn it back on, though.
Jesus.
Oh, there we go. Buddy. All right. So, while we're waiting for her to jump back on, let me take a couple questions here. So, Sally said, so next time I go home to visit family, as I walk through the front door, do I say rich, race, reality, reset? Well, you could, but really, when you're using rich and race, you want to address an energy. It's like we're addressing an energy and then we rich it. So just saying rich by itself doesn't really do a whole lot because you're not addressing anything for it to clear and integrate. But when you're there, you just ask, is this mine or is this someone else's? When you're feeling that energy. And then once you feel that, you say everything that is rich. And then it goes away. And then do reality reset just so reality starts redrawing itself. I'm seeing Vandana back on the line here. Let me unmute her. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It happens a lot when I'm running a lot of energies, so I apologize about that internet connection thing, but I hope that you can hear me okay now. Okay, and that you were able to hear most of what I said before the line dropped? Really?
You were going on for a while, probably at least 2 minutes.
Oh, well, did you hear what I said about asking a different question? Like, what if this time it could be different?
That is right where you need to start from.
Okay, so what if you don't have to recreate what you created in the past again in each and every now moment? Everywhere you've done that, rich, because you don't have to keep repeating. Doesn't mean if you failed that road test like a year ago, 10 years ago, or something happened that traumatized you or your body, that it's going to happen again. There are people like, you know, are married for a long time and they are traumatized when they get divorced. They're like, oh, you know, I don't think I'll ever get remarried again because obviously I was married and didn't work out. So I'm probably not very good at, you know, getting married or long-term relationships. Everything, all that is rich. What if that just wasn't true? And what if you're just recreating and reliving what happened in the past, just assuming that it's going to happen again? Because that is actually what shuts you down. And then you can't be free. You're a slave to the past. So everywhere you've been a slave to the past and you're ready to change that and break out of the cuffs, the shackles, the collars, you know, all of the constriction, all of the like, oh no, you know, everywhere you're willing to just live your life and be willing to allow something new and better to show up for you. Everything that is race and reality reset. That's going to reset everything, reorchestrate everything in your life so that miracles can happen as a natural state of your being. So this is intimately connecting you with all of life, all the gifts and the blessings that you're worthy of receiving. So when you say reality reset, it's a done deal.
Ah, totally. So let's go into a little activation here, shall we? Let's get some energies running really high.
Yeah. Woohoo.
So
Mm-hmm.
what we'd like you to do is get comfortable. Either lay back in your chair or lay down. As long as you can hear Vonda and I. That's the most important part. You're probably going to bliss out. You might fall asleep, but again, you're not actually falling asleep. And you will return to a conscious state when we finish pretty instantaneously. So just get really comfortable and take some deep breaths and really sink into wherever you're at.
And we're not going to go too long because we don't need to. Everything is just releasing for you. So the energies, the light frequencies, the divine healing intervention rays that are coming in, the light codes, they are so powerful right now. We don't want to blast you out of your body, but just know and trust this process, that it is working. We've been running it even behind the scenes when we're not talking, before the call. So you're receiving exactly what you need to receive to make the difference that you've been asking to make in this world. And all of those questions that I'm reading in the chat box, they're all unwinding and unraveling. They're all clearing out of your field, out of your cells, out of your DNA. So your cells can be reprinted with peace, with ease, and with grace. So just relax and enjoy, and just be open to receive something a lot better than you've been willing to receive up until now.
All right. So just take a couple deep breaths and really sink into wherever you're at. Energy's already running really strong, so just open yourself up to receive even more.
Open up your palms, which are your receiving hands. This is might, this is majesty. Just receiving. Just be willing to receive something new, different, greater. Because you're worthy. You're so worthy of receiving. And just open to the light above you and the life beneath your feet, below you. Just breathe up all of the energies from the inner hollow earth, from the earth's core, the core of the planet. You really connect with all of that nature intelligence. The crystalline grids, 5D supporting you, that strong solid platform right under your feet. So really connect to the 5D new earth harmonics and frequencies of oneness, co-creation, collaboration. And breathe them all the way up and release through you as that vessel of light, through your lungs, through your breath, through your heart space. Open and expand everything. Really stretch out your auric fields, your bodies, and pull it, all that earth energy, the vibration of the earth all the way up and through you, releasing all the false beliefs, the stories from the past, from your ancestors, past lives, childhood, past experiences, releasing all of the false beliefs and the misunderstandings. And release that all from the top of your head. And just allow it all to move into the heart, the mind, and the breath of Creator. The higher power, Holy Spirit, Shekhinah, whatever you or whoever you pray to, and ask for a higher solution set so a new belief can enter in and through you. So you can become instantly aware of where you need to make the changes. So we're connecting you straight into the arms of infinite consciousness, into the heart of Cosmic Mother and your divine parents. So allow now in the next in-breath, the inhale, drink in all that liquid light, that plasmic golden light like a beautiful chalice being poured sparkling, shimmering light, just awakening your soul, your original divine blueprint, and allow the answers, the solution sets, the creative intelligence from the infinite to radiate down and through your crown, all the way down through all of your chakras, opening, activating, awakening, turning on your power centers, moving down your power pillar, your chakra columns, all the healing, all the answers, all the insights, all the intelligence, and allow the infinite intelligence to present itself in your body where your mind can't miss it. So allow yourself to receive these higher frequencies of divine healing intervention and allow them to open up spaces and places where you were shut down before. Opening up your heart walls, dissolving and melting your heart walls. Breathing in now that emerald green light from Archangel Raphael and Mother Mary that have just come into our sacred circle of trust. Trust and faith. Archangel Michael, Archaea, Lady Faith for trust and faith in something new and better. So now allow all of this intelligence to start to descend down and through your upper, middle, and lower chakras, and let them all just release into the 5D crystalline grids and ley lines, the flora, the fauna, the earth intelligence. Allow all of these energies that you were holding that didn't belong to you, that never did and never will, to release and be transmuted and recycled by our beautiful Earth Mother and all of the Earth Guardians, the Devas, the Pixies, the Fairies, all of your Shambhala family members that watch over you, your life, your gifts, in your Earth's Akashic records, so you can change those old Earth records and create new ones. Just continue breathing. We're just going to run some clearings. Allow the life force, the prana, the vitality, the energy from the inner hollow earth at the very core of the iron crystal grids to begin to rise up and through you and to spiral all around you, really cracking your heart open, releasing the human mind, concepts, ideas, overwhelm, overstimulation, overthinking, OCD, ADD, all of those systems. Unwinding, unraveling all the looping systems, and allow your body, your brilliant body, to move those energies from the collective consciousness on the earth in the old 3D earth paradigms. Allow you to transmute, to rise above the old belief systems, the old stories, and move all the way up for closure, for resolution, for reconciliation, for healing, so you can live your soul destiny, express your soul truth, speak up, speak out, share your unique soul mission with the world, with all sentient beings and other sensitive souls that you can light up the way for. So let go in a sigh of surrender as all of those energies, the mental clutter and debris, the busyness of the mind, allow all of that to just release to source, to the great central sun, the Milky Way galaxies, and all 22 galaxies that surround us. This beautiful multi-galactic diamond heart. That's that cosmic heart that we're now linking with our hearts and the heart of oneness, the heart of all creation. So go ahead and breathe that all in. It's beautiful, platinum, silver, rays, rainbow orbs. Go ahead and breathe all of that activity, that otherworldly activity, the higher dimensional frequencies, the sacred geometry, the lights, the sounds, the oneness. Allow all those energies to move down and through you. Feel it so you can fill and fulfill your soul plan. And just breathe that all in. And let it flow. The solution sets, the creative intelligence, your magical powers, your divine alchemy. Your healing bodies know how to do this already. We're in our heart space, so just open up your heart space, expanding your hearts, your lungs, until it fills up your entire body, horizontally and vertically. And breathing all of it down and through you, flushing out all the density, the clutter, the debris, the waste. We're detoxifying all of that density and duality, the polarity. Breathing into the wholeness of your brain, left and right, front and back. Your intuitive brain, the logical brain, the higher brain. Releasing all of the fight, flight, fear, and freeze mechanisms that keep you stuck and keep everything the same old, same old. And breathing in higher insights, higher consciousness, the insights, the information from the quantum, from all that is, that are not available here, that you haven't created yet, but are waiting for you to claim. Breathing all of that in, breathing back all of your power pieces, all of the soul fragments that you gave away to others. Releasing yourself from any hooks, any cords, any attachments. Releasing yourself from all cording, forgiving and releasing yourself and all the other people in your lives that are pulling on your energy. Release them and release their energy too, because you don't need it to feel whole and complete. You are perfect just as you are, whole and complete, whole, holy, and complete. And allow the energies to start traveling and radiating and dancing upon you. These beautiful white flowers of peace cascading down upon you and all around your field, around your skin. And just stretch out and relax into being this infinite and expansive, just being space, just being grace. So we're moving the energies up and down and around, like a beautiful cosmic waterfall of infinite consciousness. So no matter what other people say or do or don't say or don't do, doesn't mean anything. You don't have to seek external validation or approval from anyone or anything outside of you. Everywhere that feels so good and so comforting and so true and so real and so raw and so authentic, everything, all that is grace, reality, reset. Just blow out whatever you've just released in the form of blessings. Blessings for all the other empaths, starseeds, sensitive souls like you. So you can be that lamplighter and that way shower for others. Show them the way. Hey, follow me this way. Come, walk with me, be with me. And invite in all your power animals, your totem medicine guides. Really feeling that inner shaman in you, that you are the inner teacher. You are the inner guru. You don't need to follow anyone or anything. You are the leader. You are the visionary. everything that is, race, reality, reset, and just keep releasing, allowing the angelic forces to adjust your field now, to readjust as needed, to seal and heal any rips or tears or openings, holes in your field, so you don't take on too much, you don't become overwhelmed by life, right? So just feel all of those divine healing rays, the rays of ascension, moving in, through you, around you, and just pull yourself back in a little bit so you could absorb the energies that will actually help and heal you. Releasing all the other non-beneficial energies, returning them all to wherever they came from, with unconditional love and forgiveness. Start pushing out everything that you pulled into your belly, your power center, your soul center, your will, your true identity. And release all those entities and energies that you've hosted that are still residing deep within you. Releasing the feelings, the emotions that aren't even yours. Releasing those empathic trauma, identification wounds when you falsely identified with some feeling, some emotion, something that's not yours. Releasing that on the out breath. Expanding your belly, taking nice big belly breaths. Dropping all the way into your gut so you can really begin to trust your intuitive guidance system in your gut, in your heart. Releasing the wounds, the pains, the stress, struggle, and trauma that you witnessed your parents experiencing. You don't have to duplicate that or recreate it again in your life, in your reality, or in your body. You don't have to pass it on to your children, your descendants. Forgive and release your ancestors so that they can be free too. Because once you get free, everyone gets free in your line. So Macaya, would you like to ground everybody back onto this planet? Back into their bodies?
I would love to. So we're going to enhance your connection to infinite source in the earth. Breathe. What I'd like you to do is breathe energy from the earth, up your feet, up your entire body, not your head, all the way up to infinite source. Do that 2 more times. Energy from the earth, up your body, out your head, all the way up to infinite source. Once more. I'd like you to breathe energy from infinite source into the top of your head, down your entire body, and out your feet into the earth. And do that 2 more times. Once more. Okay. Now I'd like you to breathe energy from the earth. Up your feet, up your entire body, out your head, all the way up to infinite source. Do that 2 more times. Once more. Now just start taking some deep breaths. Let's start to deepen the breath. When you're ready, you can start wiggling your fingers and toes, rotating your wrists and ankles, caressing your body. You're getting a little squeeze. And in your own time, you can come back to sitting and open your eye. Beautiful, friends. How you feeling? We would love it if you would put a word or two in the chat box on how you're feeling right now. And if you have anything deeper you'd like to share from that experience, we'd love to know that too.
And just keep releasing any leftover energies that don't belong to you in the out breath, and say AH, which is a sacred Sanskrit seed syllable for the heart, for love. And you're just like, just, you don't have to sing it, but you can. You can dance and sing and just like, oh my goodness, just release more and more and more. Yay.
Yay. Sue says, amazing. I'm lighter and free. I've felt a very pleasant, glowing energy from my feet up to my pelvis. Yay.
Ooh, yeah.
Michael says, feeling wonderful. Greg, nice. Christina, so light. I felt so much debris leaving. Yay.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Says, beautiful. Thank you, everybody. We're going to do a couple more mega clearings here at the end. And right before we do that, we'd love to share with you an experience, a chance, an opportunity to go deeper with this. We cleared out so much stuff. And one of the reasons Fawn and I are here on this planet is to help create as much ease and bliss and joy in people's lives. And so when we were looking at how we can do that, we put together this 6-week class called Accelerated Soul Healing for Empaths and Lightworkers. And if it'd be all right with you, we'd just like to share that with you, because you know it'd be such a huge contribution to people who are on this planet, who are a little bit more evolved than the mass of society, which is you, because you're here on this live stream. And so Vana and I were looking at a way, like, how can we help people experience that bliss and ease and joy that we know truly exists, that we love to experience every day. And we know that if you're on this live stream, you are one of these three, an empath, sensitive, or light worker, or all three of them. And we can imagine that it's been kind of difficult for you being on this planet, being in the world, spending time with people, taking on other people's energies, feeling safe. Because Vaughn and I have gone through that, and the more and more we worked with these tools of accelerated light healing, we've found ways that can make it really easy with these high vibrational energies for you to be on this planet, for you to live a life of joy and ease and feel peace in your body, so you can really create the life that you'd like to have in this world. So, if you're interested in stepping into your power with total ease and finally love being on this planet and loving your body and loving your life, come join us. We have this 6-week series of accelerated light healing live streams. It's called Accelerated Soul Healing for Empaths, Sensitives, and Lightworkers. It's going to be amazing. Each week you're going to receive these super high vibrational activations that are going to bring you to the next level of your life's mastery. And again, these are advanced activations for both beginners and advanced people on the spiritual path. We're going to take you to the advanced level really quick, but if you're just starting out, you're going to be able to follow us with total ease. So over these 6 weeks in these accelerated light healing live streams, you're going to expand your awareness and experience of who you truly are. You're going to feel infinitely connected to your higher self and I am presence. You're going to enhance your energy, vitality, and passion for living. You're going to step into and manifest your soul's purpose. Experience greater peace, space, and harmony in all areas of your life. Accelerate the manifestation of your special gifts and superpowers. Love and forgive yourself and others unconditionally, and so much more. So over these 6 weeks, you're going to receive accelerated light healing illuminations, activations, clearings, and healings to help bring you to the place where you can love being on this planet and love yourself fully. So it's going to be kind of like today's live stream. Each 75-minute live stream is going to start out with clearings and creations around higher dimensional living, ascension, receiving, feeling amazing in your body, not taking on other people's shit, and just creating that life of bliss and ease in a space of total infinite joy. And the second part is going to be an amazing energetic activation. To open your energy channels, integrate your personal power, and really level you up to that next level of ascension and evolution for you so you can have a life of bliss and ease on this planet. Ease in your body, ease in your life, ease in your manifestations. And each week you're going to receive, like I just said, an accelerated light healing activation. In these activations, you're going to learn how to use your empathic true nature to help and guide others. You're going to instantly identify the difference between your feelings and the feelings of others. You're going to learn to speak your truth with courage, conviction, and confidence. Up-level your vibrational frequency with ease and grace. Navigate the 5-dimensional new earth through your heart's intuitive guidance system. Become a clear and divine channel to heal yourself and others, and so much more. And I just want to go over the 6 weeks here briefly so you can know what you're going to experience on this amazing journey with us. So week 1 is eliminate the need to take on other people's beep. You're going to experience greater clarity and self-awareness. Strengthen your personal boundaries. And you're also going to release feelings, pain, and energies that you've taken on from other people. Week 2 is clearing your blocks to moving forward in your life. So you're going to claim personal powers and self-mastery. Unlock and clear trauma energies that keep you stuck in suffering. And transmute fear blocks into self-love. Week 3 is ending the pattern of beating yourself up. If you're on this live stream, if you're an empath, sensitive, or light worker, I know that you have probably been in the pattern of making yourself wrong for everything. This is my fault. I did something wrong. How did I do this wrong? But really, that's just society's projection on you, trying to keep you down so you don't step into your infinite nature, the remembrance of your infinite nature. So we're really going to break that pattern of beating yourself up so you can fully love and cherish and honor yourself and your gifts, and your talents and abilities, and your contribution to the world. So you're going to, in week 3, you're going to love yourself free of self-blame. Feel good about yourself in all situations, and clear the stress, struggle, and trauma from the past. Week 4 is activating your spirit. So you're going to connect with your soul families, star tribes, and spirit guides. Expand to the greatness of who you truly are, and awaken to your soul truth and peak potential. Yes! Week 5, activating your personal power. You're going to reclaim your soul's sovereignty, creativity, and personal powers. You're going to learn to express your spiritual gifts as a divine creator and infinite being, and experience greater wealth, health, and self-mastery. And then we are going to really catapult you into the next level of living in life in week 6, called Living Your Highest Life. Love your body and your reality just as it is. Manifest your infinite potential on the new earth, and embody greater freedom, fluidity, and flexibility in all that you are and all that you do. Yes! It's going to be so amazing. These 6 weeks are going to just be life transforming. So is it a time to experience your ascension with total ease? If so, come join us, come play, and step into your highest life now. Just click the click here to register button below. It's only one payment of $333, or you can break that into monthly payments of $133. And if you are one of the first 10 people to sign up by midnight on Sunday, December 24th, you're going to get a personal 15-minute session with me and Vandana. It's going to be amazing. You get 15 minutes of just complete vibrational raising activation energies infused into you, your life, your home, your energy, everything that you are and everything you interact with. We're going to just create this ascension activation for you that's going to raise you into that next level of ascension. These spots are going to sell out really quickly. We've already had a couple people sign up, so now there's only 8 slots left. So make sure to jump on really quickly. If you want to get one of these sessions with us, click the click here to register button below. Join us. Come play. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun. So a couple of people have asked some questions. Are these going to be recorded? Yes. You can join us live. You can if you can't join us live, still sign up because you're going to get the recordings of all the live streams. And whether you're joining us live or you're watching the replays, the recordings are amazing because when you watch these activations the first time, you make this huge jump, a huge jump up to new higher level of vibration. And then the next time you watch them, you're already at that new higher level of vibration. So you're receiving all these energies already at this new higher level. So you jump up to an even higher level of vibration. And the next time you watch them, you jump up to an even higher level of vibration. So you can keep getting higher and higher and higher each time you watch them. You're going to have lifetime access to these videos. So every time you need a tune-up, you can just put one of these on and keep jumping up to the next level of vibration and ease and evolution and ascension in your life. And somebody asked, will we be able to ask questions during these? Yes, if you attend the live streams live, you'll be able to chat in your questions and let us know what you really would like help with, what you would like to receive in your life. And if you can't join us live, you can email in before the live stream your questions, and we can definitely address those too. So come play. It's going to be amazing. All right, we wanted to do just a couple more quick, amazing clearings to round out the evening and integrate all these energies that have come through. So, everything that wouldn't allow you to integrate all these energies would totally is rich. Reality reset. Everything that doesn't allow you to integrate all the energies coming out of the planet with the solstice, with the New Year's, with Saturn and Capricorn, and everything beyond that with total ease, as if by magic, rich. And everything integrating all those energies with total ease, as if by magic, is great. Reality reset. Thank you so much for being here to play with us. We love you so much. We're so excited to play with you again soon. Have an amazing day or night.